Denise Matthews, thank you for coming to Startup Grind Andorra. Thank you for flying all the way from Gibraltar. The first question is mandatory. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of smaller jurisdictions?
I think the advantages are basically you have access to resources quite quickly. You can speak to people who are quite high profile in quite a simple way by going to your network. So in terms of disadvantages, the problems that you have is the competitiveness. So everybody knows what you're doing and they can be protective of what they're doing. So, there needs to be a bit more balance, but, in some senses it's very open and in other senses it's very closed.
What opportunities do you detect in bigger brands and online communities or worldwide communities like Startup Grind? What can we bring into the smaller jurisdictions?
Well, first of all, in a smaller jurisdiction, a brand like Startup Grind is going to immediately catch the attention of local people. So that in itself is a good tool and it's an advantage. And once you've created that platform, you will also be able to connect people to each other in your own community. So that's always going to be something useful. And once that becomes a useful tool for your own community, it sort of spills over into more and more people wanting to make use of it.
Most of these communities in smaller jurisdictions are very like-minded, and one would love to see more collaboration happen. So what would you do if you were in charge of that, if you had the opportunity to change how we work, and would you create more collaboration?
I think you have to take the first steps yourself. So in order to be able to ask for more collaboration, you have to start collaborating. So I think in terms of visiting Andorra, that's the first step. Being part of Startup Grind Andorra is actually collaborating already. So I'm really thankful that you asked me to come along. Hopefully we'll start to build connections and make friends today. And from there on, we'll try and build that into taking some action into building those bridges to start to get some business happening.
That's ambitious. Thank you very much for coming and thank you for sharing your experience with us. Thank you.